What's going on, everybody? Rob from Champ Nutrition. I'm going to give you a bit of a breakdown on some of the pre-workouts that we have in the store at the moment and what you should be looking for in a pre-workout. So pre-workouts, usually they're based on a couple different principles. They're going to basically give you a little bit of energy before you hit the gym, usually coming from caffeine and other stimulants, and better ingredients that are going to basically give you a better pump, better endurance in the gym so that you're basically forcing more blood into the muscle that's going to help carry nutrients, elicit growth, give you a better pump, and just overall help performance. So in the store, we have a couple good ones. Obviously, there's certain ones that some people feel they react better to, and all products that we carry, we try to make sure we're carrying top-of-the-line products. I feel like some are better than others just based on their formulas and their ingredient profile, so I'll just go into a couple real quick. First off, Hypershock by Myogenics. That's one of our best sellers, and we've had that in the store for quite some time now, and it's always been a good product. They reformulated it recently. It was Hypershock, now it's Hypershock Rage. They changed a couple things. They swapped out forms of arginine for agmatine sulfate. That's a better pump ingredient. It's going to give you a better pump in the gym. It's also a natural arginase inhibitor, so it's going to help prolong the pump that you're getting in the gym. It's also really great for, like I said, open blood vessels, better for nutrient transport, oxygen transport, and just better endurance. And it's not too heavy on the stimulant side, so for anybody that's caffeine sensitive or they don't react well to stimulants, this might be a good option. Another good option would be something like Gaspari Super Pump Max. Second, Maximize Intense by iForce Nutrition. There's the label. More or less, probably one of the more stim-heavy pre-workouts that we have, but at the same time, it's a complete product. It's got great doses of COP. That's just a good overall adaptive agent. It just gives you a better workout. Solid dose of creatine monohydrate, and creatine is one of the best supplement ingredients out there. It's got so much clinical data behind it. It helps with ATP production. That's going to help with force output. That's basically just going to help with how you perform in the gym. It also is good for cellular hydration. It pulls water into the muscle if it actually pulls any water into the muscle. Some people feel they get bloated from creatine, but that's pretty much a myth now at this point. There were some problems with that in terms of digestion back when it wasn't pretty much standardized, but now everyone has the same type of quality in terms of their creatine. The Stim Blend's really great. In the store, we carry an older version that still has 1,3-dimethyl in it, and 1,3-dimethyl, the FDA and the DEA had a bit of a fit about it. Some people, I believe it was DS that countersued more or less the banning of 1,3, so it's still floating around. I'm not sure what exactly the deal is 100% on it, but we still carry that particular product. It's a great overall ingredient for mental focus, mental clarity. You get kind of a euphoric sense whenever you take 1,3. And like I said, the Stim Blend includes citrus aurantium, which is actually a proven fat burner. It's a good overall stimulant because it's got a long half-life, so you're not going to crash from it. It's got caffeine for that fast-acting, I guess you could say fast-acting energy that's really going to get you up and get you ready to go to the gym and train, especially if you train later in the day, like after work, after school, whatever it may be. And it also has a good dose of agmatine sulfate in there, and that is really being one of, I would say, is probably headlining all pump ingredients in terms of its efficacy. It's got a ton of good research behind it. It's a proven ingredient, and it more or less was brought to light by iForce Nutrition. They used it in their Maximize V2, and then a lot of other companies since then have started using it because they realized how good of an ingredient it really is. Third, it's a product that we don't have in the store at the moment, but I know we're bringing it in and we have pricing on it. Sports Gameday. Oh, there we go. That's the right way. I got sent that bottle by Steve from Sports. Shout out to Steve. Thanks again for sending me all the stuff. Honestly, probably one of the most intense pre-workouts I've ever tried. The mental focus that I got from it was ridiculous. Just the overall energy, I felt great. I felt like, to put it simply, and I'm quoting Mark Lobliner here, I felt like I could run through a wall because I was that jacked up. I felt great. But it was, at the same time, I wasn't jittery. It wasn't like a cracked out type feeling. It was a good, clean form of energy. It's got great ingredients in there. It's got GPLC, glycocarn. That's other than agmatine, I would say that's one of the only pump ingredients that can rival it. Typically, it's expensive, but they found a way to get it in there. It's also got a couple other goodies in here. It's got pure PF3, and that's basically just concentrated growth factors. It's derived from it's a bovine source peptide. It's more or less good for IGF and other basically good growth factors that are actually going to help enhance overall just muscle growth, nutrient absorption. It's a really cool compound. There's not a whole lot of data on it, but from what I've seen, it seems like a really great addition to anybody's pre-workout and just supplement regimen in general. There's also a great stim blend in there. I mean, dendrobium alkaloids, I mean, some people probably are familiar with that from DS Craze. It gives you that really great mental focus, that mental clarity, but at the same time, it's not really going to give you that jittery, cracked out kind of feeling. It's a good, clean stimulant, I guess you could say is the best way to put it. Also, they put a little bit of caffeine in there, but I mean, I can't find any stim-based pre-workouts that don't use some form of caffeine. And a couple other good ingredients in there, norvaline to help with the pump. That's also found in Maximize. And then also glycerol monostearate, good for cellular hydration, pulling water into the muscle and helping with just overall cellular fluid, which is good because it actually helps pull nutrients in the muscle simultaneously. And then finally, as far as stim-free pre-workouts go, you can't go in any other direction. iForce Hemavol. It's got ridiculously good doses of pretty much every major proven pump ingredient out there. Agmatine sulfate, citrulline malate, L-norvaline, glycerol monostearate. I mean, if you're doing one scoop, you're getting solid doses. You're getting about 2,500 mg of citrulline malate, which is right around the clinically recommended dose. 500 milligrams of agmatine sulfate, 2,000 milligrams of glycerol, and about 150 on norvaline. I think it might be 125. Yeah, 125. And if you're doing 2 scoops, I mean, you're getting ridiculously good doses. You can throw it into any pre-workout that you're using at the moment, and it just makes it that much better. Better pumps, better blood flow, because it's got a ton of great vasodilators, better nutrient transport, oxygen transport, just better overall performance in the gym. And it also, in a way, is going to help with recovery, because if you're getting the essential amino acids that are in your bloodstream to where they need to be, that's going to help facilitate recovery, growth, and just more or less help you reach your goals faster. So those are just some of the pre-workouts that we have at the store. Some other ones that we carry include Cellucor C4. The flavoring on that is absolutely phenomenal. Which reminds me, Gameday, that's the blue raspberry flavor, unbelievable flavor. Maximize Intense, the fruit punch and the raspberry lemonade, both solid flavors. Hemavol, it tastes like candy, to put it simply. Lemon Drop tastes like a lemon head, and Hemavol, the watermelon, tastes like a Jolly Rancher. So as long as you can flavor match, you can basically be drinking something that's almost like Kool-Aid pre-workout. And let's face it, whenever it tastes good, it's always better. So, I mean, those are some of the pre-workouts that we carry in the store. We always try to make sure that if anyone wants anything in particular that we bring it in. Muscle Pharma Salt, enough people ask for that. We got it in. It's a solid product, a solid mover. I can do a review on it if anybody wants a specific product review. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to comment in the section below or post on our Facebook. I'm always open for questions. You can email me personally at rob.oberholzer, OBERHOLZER923 @gmail.com. That's my personal email, and I always take questions on nutrition, diet. I'm a personal trainer, so if you're interested in a training program or diet program, you can contact me for my rates, and we could get you started on a program because, like I said before, plenty of times, at Champ Nutrition, we want to help you reach your goals. And as a personal trainer and sports nutritionist, that is one of my goals with any of my clients and with anybody in general. Help you reach your goals, help you live a better life, and help you be a better you. So I hope this video helped out, and I'll probably be working on a few more videos this week. So I hope everyone had a good St. Patrick's Day. Hope everyone had a good weekend, and I'll be in touch soon, guys.